Hey there friends, Abby Brown here from Iowa PBS. We're wandering right into the backyard. AJ and Quincy and Sunny and I are wondering about the night sky. So what are some things that you guys have seen in the night sky before?
Stars.
Stars are one, yep. What else? Sunny?
Lights.
Lights? Where do the lights come from?
Stars. And
From
the sun.
Oh, and the
And-
sun. Wait, at nighttime?
Yes. And the moon.
If you've seen lights in the sky before, you might have thought they were from the stars or the moon, but sometimes at some places on Earth, you might see lights that we sometimes call northern lights. Have you guys ever heard of that before?
There's north.
Is right at the top of the globe. This is our whole planet Earth, and the sun is out here, right? And the sun is on fire. AJ, do you know how hot the sun is?
Millions of degrees.
Like millions and millions of degrees.
The
You got it.
billions and jillions and trillions.
So as the sun it's blasting off solar flares, and solar wind is blowing it towards Earth. Luckily, we're safe from those solar flares because all around the Earth is a safety zone. Do you know what it's called?
Atmosphere.
The atmosphere, you got it. But at the north side and the south side of the Earth, the atmosphere is a little thinner, and so some of those solar flares kind of get closer to the Earth, and when they burn up and they run into certain molecules, it turns into beautiful lights. And those are called, do you remember?
Northern lights.
The Northern Lights. And there's actually an even more scientific name for them. It's called Aurora.
Aurora borealis.
You got it! Aurora borealis. So aurora just means light. Borealis means north. And they happen on the south too, but we're in Iowa, closer to the North Pole, right? So those are the ones we might get to see living in Iowa. So today I thought we would make sort of a craft that looks like the Northern Lights. So what we need is some wax paper, got some crayons here, a shredder, and an iron. So I've already picked out some specific colors because these are the colors that typically show up in the Northern Lights. So in the green and yellow pile,
Oxygen close to the Earth, 60 miles.
so if we go straight up and we would find some of that oxygen on fire, it would show up in these green and yellow colors. And if we saw purple and blue, what would that represent?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen. And tell me, what does that red color represent?
Oxygen far away, 200 miles. Rare.
It's very rare for us to see red lights in the Aurora Borealis display because it's so rare, it's so far away. But once in a while we do get to see those red lights. So the first thing we're gonna do is get a couple of pieces of wax paper for everybody. And then what we're gonna do with each of these colors is shred them, okay? So there's two shredders and you guys can just go to work. We've shaved our crayons into these beautiful pictures right on top of our wax paper. Now the next step is the most important. Arrange your shavings exactly how you want them to be. And then we're gonna put another piece of wax paper on top of it, okay? And we're gonna use my iron to melt it. Now this iron would also melt this wax paper, so we are going to put a piece of paper over it. Okay, we'll just keep it on pretty low heat. Doesn't take much. And just melt those crayon shavings. All right, you ready for the
I
reveal?
can smell it, yeah.
Okay, you can smell it. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, and now pull it apart. Pull the top one off. Just the top one. Ready? Oh yes, it's beautiful.
This one's
Yeah, and when the sun shines through there, it's gonna look like the dancing lights of Aurora Borealis. So since in central Iowa, we don't often get a chance to see the Northern Lights, right? Projects like this make it fun, but where else could you learn more about Aurora Borealis?
The library.
The library has some great books. Yep, where else?
I would look online.
Online.
Pictures,
Yeah, pictures and
Easy.
articles.
articles.
Yeah. My friends and I discovered so much about Aurora Borealis right from our backyard. What adventures will you go on?
Have fun with it.